and he'll tell us how our levels are. Good morning, everybody. We are going to get started at around 11:15. Puck drop, or excuse me, 12:15. Puck drop is around 11:20, 12:20. We will go live for warm-ups, the anthems. We'll do a quick pregame, and then we will head into the game. So stay tuned, everyone.
Thank you so much to everyone for watching and listening. This is WMUA 91.1, the home fort for all things Minutemen sports. Puck drop at 12:20, pregame at 12:15.
After a goaltending battle last night and Ashley Savage breaking the tie in the third period, Michigan Dearborn took the first game 1-0, and now they look to sweep the weekend here in Amherst. Good just afternoon, everybody. My name's Noah Glickman alongside Dylan Shalom. And Dylan, we saw a hard-fought game last night between both teams. We saw a major shift in the tides. Michigan Dearborn came out strong, and UMass adjusted to their play really well heading into the second period of last night's game. What do you think we see from both teams today?
Well, I think both teams are going to be a little more free-flowing offensively. You see two teams play to a stalemate on the Saturday game. Now on the Sunday, they're going to look to try to get more things going towards the goal, more shots from the blue line, more intricate interplay in both of the zones. We're going to see a lot more entertaining hockey today.
And I believe that's what they need with two incredible goaltenders in net. And let's tune in for the lineups and the national anthem. After the national anthem in just about a minute here before puck drop, let's take a look at our starting goaltenders for today's matchup. First off, for you Michigan is Nicole Alexander. It is a goalie change today as Kenna Borso will sit this one out. Nicole Alexander, however, played one game so far this year, had a 4-0 shutout in their game against Lake Superior State.
Yeah, and you have to look at this Michigan defense as kind of the culprit of what's been so good for their record. They have not given up a goal to this point this season, and whether it's Borso or Alexander in net, they've been able to keep that level defensively. And you have to expect a new goaltending switch after the amount of shots that Borso had to face yesterday.
And taking a look at UMass's starting goaltender, of course, it is the captain, Sarah Matthews, starting her fourth game this season with around a .950 save percentage. So she's done excellent so far this season, as she has proven in the past.
Did a very good job yesterday keeping the Minute Women in the game throughout the entire game. We're going to see a completely different game of hockey here. This is WMUA 91.1, the home for all things Minutemen sports. Thank you so much for tuning in as we're about to get to puck draw.
Everybody's ready, and we are underway here as it is a quick start here for Michigan. It is Amy Palayan sending it down near Sarah Matthews. Quick forecheck here so far. Here comes Shelby Little, the captain, giving it over to Joanna Zuzu with some speed. Going behind Nicole Alexander here. Trying to send it out to the point she will to Lila Roche, who will bobble the puck and lose control, and it is a delayed offside here, so UMass will have to regroup in the neutral zone.
Referees did a good job not to call the trip there in the middle of the ice. It looked like it could have been, but it was a little bit of a soft fall, so no call.
Little now behind Sarah Matthews, trying to send it up. She will. A long pass over to Julia Williams, who's coming in with some speed. 2-on-1 here. Williams getting the shot down, and just to the right of Nicole Alexander.
Good downhill skating there by the junior forward Williams.
In the neutral zone now. It's Hannah Gromko. Gromko giving it over to Lily Sparrow, who sends it into the zone behind Alexander. The left side now, it's Riley Evans trying to keep control in the zone. We'll give it away, and Abby Dunn will retrieve it. And now it's Warham getting it into their offensive zone. Evans will be in the right corner to pick it up. And it'll be given over to Lily Sparrow. I think a good response so far here by UMass, responding to what they saw in Michigan yesterday was a quick start. And I think UMass coming out with a pretty quick start as well.
Yeah, both teams able to cover the ice well, not really let any pucks go by. UMass had the shot that was scuffed off the net, but it's only 2 minutes into the
Kennedy Pearson thought that shot would go through the Wolverine, and it was intercepted. Now here comes Michigan. On the left side, it's O'Neal Damasio. At the point now with the shot, and it's blocked in front by Shea McDonald. Left corner now. Picked off by Abby Dunn. They'll keep it there.
Abby Dunn's an interesting story, a forward by trade listed on the UMass women's club hockey roster. She's slotting in as a defender again today, playing next to Riley Evans.
In front of the UMass bench now. Another board battle, which we saw a lot of yesterday. UMass trying to deflate the pressure of the quickness of the University of Michigan Dearborn. Now here comes Abby Dunn. It's off the glass. Now here comes on the right side, Alden Carlstein. Gave it away, and Michigan will send it out. I think what we saw in the second half of the game yesterday, we're seeing in the beginning of this game here, which is a very neutral game. Now here comes UMass. It's Brooke Borges. Borges sending it all the way down. Alexander will go out to play it. Michigan will get control. Here come the Wolverines. Over to Nicole Hahn. Hahn at the point will give it away to Brooke Borges. Here she comes with some speed, and it's poked away by Hahn. One giveth, one taketh away as Nicole Hahn brings it back here. And here comes UMass in their own offensive zone now.
Hard fighting by both of these teams on the boards early on. No one wants to give up possession of the puck, but similarly, no one wants to let anyone have possession of the puck for any sort of amount of time. Everyone just putting their sticks out there and putting their bodies on the line right now.
Just about 4.5 minutes have gone by here in the first period. No shots on goal yet so far, which is quite different from what we saw last night. I believe at this point, Michigan Dearborn had about 4 to 5 shots on net. Yeah, here come the Wolverines. It's Piro tipping it away to Ivory Arguin. He'll give it over to Joanna Zhu. Zhu with some space fires the shot, and it's blocked in front by Warham.
Great back skating there by Warham to block the shot.
Here's a shot down low, and Matthews will try to hold it on. She can, and it's a bit of a fumble in front, but Matthews will grab it up and hold on for the first shot on goal of the game.
And the puck just got away from her a little bit on that attempt, but she was able to cover it up in the end. That's all that matters.
Again, Sarah Matthews doing an excellent job of balance and making sure that she can grab onto the puck when needed. Face off one here by Michigan. Garacciolo will take it and shoot it down, and it's intercepted. Now Shelby Little in the UMass zone. A long pass over to Julia Williams, who will try to send it down into the Michigan zone. She will, and it'll be intercepted by the Wolverines. Now here comes Julia Williams again. She's pretty speedy. Anna Gromko in the left corner. Try to get it. Intercepted by Williams. Sent down.
High IQ play there to signal the line change.
Lila Roach now just in front of us here. Kennedy Pearson trying to get it away from Maya Faricello. Shelby Little will pick it up. Put it over to Roach. Roach with a long pass over to Shane Donald, and she'll give it away to Kennedy Pearson. Pearson gets her stick lifted, so she couldn't get a clean possession of the puck, but a strong effort there. So it's picked up by Partridge. In the left corner now. Board battle trying to minimize the pressure, and now here come the Wolverines. It's a shot down and just to the right of Sarah Matthews. They did not count that stop by Sarah Matthews as a shot on goal, so we are still in the zeros on shots on goal. Here's Spence. Spence looking for an opening. Sent out in front, and it's just tipped away.
And that's how you're going to need to beat this Minute Women team. You got to get to sides and play in those centering passes. Try to get a tip or a stick on the puck. Nothing yet doing for the Wolverines.
And it's intercepted in the UMass offensive zone. The Minute Women will look to get a possession here. Sent all the way down. No icing there as it was tipped. And we'll play on. Here's Palayan. Palayan giving it over to Hari. Hari with a shot saved by Matthews. Rebound in front. Nothing there as it's sent just wide. As Amy Palayan just fell over trying to get the shot down on Sarah Matthews. Now in the zone now. It's Warham. Warham sending it around over to O'Neal Damasio. Damasio out front. No help there. And Abby Dunn will be there to retrieve it. Picked up by Damasio in front of Matthews. Nothing there. Bit of a battle here. Here's a shot down, and it's just wide.
Big opportunity there for the Wolverines to get their first goal on the board. Couple of saves by Matthews, a scrum in front of the net.
Charlize Warham now trying to send it down, and we will stop playing. It's a hooking penalty on the Minute Women. It will be on Ivory Arguin. First power play opportunity here for the Wolverines.
And this is another opportunity for Michigan Dearborn to get their first goal on the board for the day. They've done a good job in the past 2 to 3 minutes of just applying pressure to the Minute Women.
Now here the Wolverines, they're really good on their power play. Along the right side now. Sending it around and trying to find an opening is Piro. Over to Evers at the point. Evers waiting for help. Sending it over. There's Hayden's Piro. Piro now. Waiting for an opening. She'll give it over now to the right corner. And it's blocked in front by Malquit. Now here come the Minute Women, and she'll send it all the way down for UMass just to regroup their penalty kill. Sending it across now are the Wolverines. It's Cadence Piro, and it's just offside.
Minutewomen doing a good job early to kill this penalty. Not much going for Michigan Dearborn. Not even a shot on the power play yet, and a good clear, and then a reset, and now an offsides. Picture perfect defending.
Face off won by Michigan. With Zoe Zafman sending it down in the left corner. Battling Shelby Little. She'll send it over to Warham. Warham will lose the puck and send it back into the neutral zone. So Michigan will have to regroup. Here comes Adrians. Adrians sending it around behind Sarah Matthews. Adrians now to the point. It's Zafman. Zafman over to Warham. Warham with the shot, and it's just left of Sarah Matthews. Picked up by Adrians. Adrians over to Nicole Hahn. Back to Adrians. Over to the point to Zafman. Zafman to Warham. Warham with the shot, and it's just blocked. Tipped by Nicole Hahn.
Hahn trying to redirect that shot to get by Matthews.
Zafman with the long shot, saved by Matthews. And a long send down for Shelby Little. And UMass will send out their next penalty kill group. Great defending here by the Minutewomen.
And they just killed that penalty. Arguin out of the box.
And now here comes Kennedy Pearson. Pearson with some room shot, saved by Alexander.
That's the first test on Alexander for the day. Pearson had time, had space, and decided to let one rip. That was a good blocker save.
Battle here on the left side, left corner. Picked up by Zafman, who will try to get it out. Riley Evans with the long shot down, and it's gloved by Nicole Alexander.
Pretty quick moving period.
Very quick moving period. We've seen a lot of back and forth, and I think we've seen much more of a neutral style of game. The Minutewomen really upping their defensive play, trying to limit the chances on that Michigan forecheck. On the left corner here, Wolverines trying to get it out, looking for an opening here. And it's just past Evans. And McKindu will be in the right corner to pick it up. Over to the point now, it's Palladian. Over to Spence. Spence sending it down, saved by Matthews. Close rebound in front. And the Wolverines will pick it up. Over to Palladian. Palladian. Over to Gillen. Gillen over to Spence. Spence couldn't get a hold of it. It'll go back down behind Sarah Matthews. Spence trying to send it in front. It'll be intercepted by the Minutewomen. Borges will try to get it out. She will.
Again, just high IQ plays by the Minutewomen, trying to get their new lines out onto the rink. As we see Carrie Balerna just rushing over to the
Playing with quick speed here into the UMass zone, sending it out in front. No one was there.
And again, those centering tries that Michigan Dearborn are trying to pull off hasn't quite worked yet, but you could see the effectiveness of the try.
Shot save by Matthews. Rebound by Palladian, sending it down again. She'll get her own rebound once again. Harrow is there for Spence. Spence looking for an opening. She won't. And Joanna Zhu will be there to just block it off. Good pokes there by Joanna Zhu to get the puck out. And Abby Dunn will be in the back. Pick it up. Potential penalty here on the Minutewomen. So Michigan Dearborn will go back on a 5-on-4.
It's going to be Sarah Dunford going into the penalty box. And the Minutewomen did a good job. You wouldn't have even realized that they were on the penalty kill. By the way, they defended last time. We'll see how Michigan Dearborn can respond.
There's Michigan. It's Zafman at the point. Over to Warham. Warham looking for an opening. Back to Zafman. Zafman with the shot, and it's just wide. Rebound. Warren will keep it in. Over to Zafman. Zoe Zafman. Over to Warren with the shot, and it's just tipped and just high. 1:37 remaining here on this Michigan power play.
We see the new penalty kill group coming in for the Minutewomen. And it'll be Kennedy Pearson along with Riley Evans, Hannah Gromko.
Face off won by UMass. They'll try to get it out, but Zafin will be there to pick it up.
And Abby Dunn is the last penalty killer out there.
Zoe Zafin behind Sarah Matthews, giving it over to Warham. Warham, it's tipped by the skate of Zafin. And Adrians will be there to pick it up. Giving it back to Warham. Back to Adrians. Adrians now. Over to Hahn. Nicole Hahn in the left side. Nicole Hahn looking for an opening. She'll shoot it down, and it's blocked in front by Riley Evans.
The Wolverines getting a lot of traffic in front of the crease. That one's cleared away.
Good clear by Riley Evans. Send it all the way down, and chasing was Hannah Gromko, trying to keep possession in the Michigan zone. And a fan here by Riley Evans will give Michigan a chance. It was Warham, Charlize Warham with the opening, just bobbled the puck. Now here's Ashley Savage, the lone goal scorer from last night. Battle here against Riley Evans. And now it's picked up by Pero. Pero with some room, she'll shoot it down, and it's gloved and saved by Met. And it's a no goal. It appears as if Matthews couldn't get a hold of it. Michigan Dearborn thought it was a goal, but the official is calling it no goal.
Whistle blew before the puck fell into the net. And it's just going to be an offensive zone faceoff for the Wolverines. You could see the excitement on Michigan after the puck trickled into the net.
They did call the play just dead before the puck went into the net. There's a good opportunity here for Pero. Pero breaking through some defenders and sending the puck all the way down. Over to Evers at the point. Back to Pero. Pero with the shot just saved by Matthews. Playing with the rebound. Intercepted by Shelby Little. She'll try to send it out, and she will not just yet. McDonald will pick it up, send it down. We are now even strength. Playing with a poke against her. Tried to send it over to Kelsey Partridge. Took a big hit. And they will stop play.
And Michigan playing with fire in their own zone. Keeping the puck close to their sticks, gets poked away, and nearly a shot there from the chance that came out of it. Nothing doing in front of net. Still only 2 shots on goal for the Minute Women to start. And it will be a power play.
Amy Palayan taking the penalty here. Couldn't see what the penalty was, but UMass is now on the power play. Shelby Little kicking it in, keeping it into Ivory Arguin. Arguin in the right corner. Trying to get a possession of it. She will to Joanna Zhu. Zhu to Little. Back to Zhu, who couldn't get the pass. Ivory Arguin now giving it back to Zhu. Shelby Little. Over to Evans. Evans with the shot down, and it's just saved. Rebound. Behind Nicole Alexander now is Maya Shapiro. Maya Shapiro now sending it back to Joanna Zhu. Left corner. Arguin's there to pick it up. And a shot is just blocked. Won't go out of play, so we will continue. It's Maya Shapiro. Shapiro up to Riley Evans. Back to Shapiro. Shapiro with some room. She'll shoot it down, and it's saved by Nicole Alexander.
Both goaltenders letting the rebound spill out, creating dangerous situations, but nothing's come of it. A lot of setup from the Minute Women on this power play. Not a lot of shooting. They got a minute left on it.
Shelby Little at the point now. Over to Riley Evans, who fans on the pass. She will keep possession. Over to Joanna Zhu. Zhu will send it back to Maya Shapiro. Left corner now. 37 seconds remaining here on the power play. Good block there by Zoe Zafin. And the Wolverines will send it all the way down. Sarah Matthews out of her net to play it. Now here comes Kennedy Pearson looking for an opening. The Wolverines will send it back down. Matthews keeping it alive with 15 seconds remaining here on the power play. Evans couldn't get good control of it, and Shea McDonald will try to send it out. Here comes Kennedy Pearson along right side. Pearson dropping it to McDonald, shot and saved by Nicole Alexander.
2 seconds left on the penalty kill. It's veteran pressing there by Michigan Dearborn. And Cadence Piro, who's able to just slow up the attack a little bit for the Minute Women, keep them in their own zone for a little bit longer than they would have intended to be. Just a couple seconds left on this power play.
Face off here, won by McDonald, shot down by Malquit, and it's blocker to side. And here's a long pass now for Michigan. It's a 2-on-1. Good poke away by Abby Malquit. Shot here was saved by Sarah Matthews. Spence at the point. Trying to keep it in. She won't. Here's Kennedy Pearson trying to flip it away. Right here in front of us now is Kennedy Pearson battling with Ashley Savage. Now no more battles here in the neutral zone. And it's a 2-on-1 here for Michigan. And it's a beautiful block there by Abby Malquit.
What a play there by the freshman defensewoman. Abby Malquit able to slide in and get the block.
In front now is Perro rebound. And it's stopped, and it's a goal. They score. It is Andy Evers with the tip in just between Sarah Matthews' legs, and it'll be 1-0 Michigan.
And it's one of those where it's hard to tell between the defenders and in front of the goaltender, but a good tip in there to take the lead for the Wolverines, and a big early goal to set the tone in this one.
It was good pressure there by the Wolverines in front of Sarah Matthews, who kind of lost her balance a little bit, but tried to stay it up as much as she can, and the puck just got past her. So it is 1-0 here in Michigan. Minute Women trying to get it out of their own zone with 2 minutes remaining here in the first. Joanna Zhu fighting off some Wolverines, trying to get it down. Shelby Little now sending it out to the point where it's intercepted by Chloean. Lila Roach now battling Adrians. And it's won by the Wolverines. Here's Kozempel. Kozempel to the point, picked up by Chloe. Chloe over with the shot, saved by Matthews, and she'll hold on to it. A weird bouncing puck there off the shot from Stephanie Hatch.
And Adrian's got a really good tip on that puck, the deflection that threw Matthews off a little bit because she covered the goal so well, she was able to get herself in front of it and make the stop where it was needed to be made.
Face off to the right of Sarah Matthews, won by Michigan. Zoe Zafman at the point will send the fast shot down, and it's gloved and saved by Sarah Matthews. Her 9th save of this afternoon.
Quick reflexes there by the captain, able to trap the puck to her chest and make the save.
Face off one here again by Michigan. Metcalf trying to send it down rather quickly. And it'll be blocked out by Abby Dunn. And here comes Joanna Zhu with a 2-on-1. It's her and Ivory Arguin with the pass over. Nothing there. Good 2-on-1 there by the Minute Women to create some offensive pressure.
The rush opportunity goes begging. Zhu just puts the pass right behind Arguin. That's a chance they're going to want back.
Minute 10 here remaining here in the first. UMass in their offensive zone. It's Maya Shapiro battling Zoe Zafman to try to keep the puck in the zone. They won't, and here come the Wolverines. It's Metcalf over to Hari. Hari with some speed going through some defenders, and it's saved and brought out by Matthews.
Here's another one of those rush opportunities.
Here comes Joanna Zhu on the right. Joanna Zhu looking for a shot, and it's just blocked in front by Nicole Hahn. Played Offside here. UMass will have to regroup, and they'll go for a line change. 30 seconds here remaining in the first period. UMass trying to keep it in that general area, and they will. We're getting a stoppage of play here.
Unclear what's being said by the referees.
Could potentially be some confusion here.
I think it's a clock thing.
It could be a clock issue. They have 18.3 seconds here. I believe that's the end of the period.
They didn't stop the clock at some point in the period, and that will be the close to the period. So Michigan Dearborn take the lead 1-0 into the period. Now, an interesting way to end it, but hey.
Certainly with a clock malfunction, it's or a clock misread. It's an interesting way to end it, but nonetheless, a good period here for Michigan and the Minutewomen. So we've seen kind of the same thing here, both good defensive battles. UMass really picking back as we saw a quick start with Michigan last night, and Michigan still doing the same with their quick forechecks and kind of picking up their pace a little bit as the game went on.
Yeah, and Michigan really got the better end of the second half of that period, being able to get shots on net, pepper Matthews with a couple of deflections, make it difficult for her, and they finally did get the goal off of the scrum in front of the crease. A huge goal to take the lead into the second period. Michigan 1, UMass 0.
Shots are 3-12 in favor of University of Michigan Dearborn. As we will come back in about 12 minutes here, Dylan is going to take over play-by-play for the second period, and we will be back here in just about 12 minutes here on WMUA Sports YouTube.
Welcome back to the YouTube stream of UMass versus Michigan Dearborn here on WMUA. 1-0 Michigan lead. I'm Dylan Shalom here with Noah Glickman. Excited to bring you the rest of the coverage of this game. Noah, what can you tell me about the early parts of this game?
Well, I think what we saw in the early parts of this game was much similar to what we saw last night. I think UMass adjusted quite well to Michigan's hot start from last night. They really came out and had a cleaner back check, cleaner defensive play. But I think they have to spend more time in their offensive zone, and I think that they need to just get the puck down more and have it cleaner puck possession. But other than that, I think both sides have done really, really well. We've seen a really strong start from Michigan, as we saw last night, with a really speedy forecheck and a really solid back check as well. So, but overall, I think we've seen a really neutral game.
And we've seen both teams make big plays on the defensive front, on odd man rushes, on a bunch of different plays where the Minutewomen could have made a play. Michigan able to come back and play good defenses. We're ready to get underway here in the Mini Mullins. Ivory, Arguin, and Piro on the face-up draw. Piro wins it. And Michigan take the puck. Palayan playing it into the Minutewomen zone. Shelby Little skating up. She's going to use her speed, get past the blue line into the Michigan zone. Little shot wide of the net. Recovered now. Jumbling across the puck. And Palayan's going to gain possession. Find Evers on the side. Skated out. One in the Minutewomen zone. Again, they just keep on getting their six in front and able to make the plays.
Good zone entry there by Shelby Little to get the Minutewomen off to a hot start in their offensive zone.
Shapiro fighting on the boards, and she's going to get flagged there for a trip.
It's going to be a hold.
Or a hold. And she'll be off to the box.
It's Amy Yes, it will be Amy Palayan. Oh, excuse me. It'll be Andy Evers heading to the bench here.
Interesting call. It looked to me like Shapiro had tripped Palayan, but they called a hold prior, so it will be the Minutewomen getting the power play out there on the ice. Abby Dunn with Lily Sparrow, Shelby Little, and Riley Evans, as Little's pass is a little too soft, intercepted by the Michigan penalty kill. Little across to Evans, who's going to get the puck caught in her feet. And then a battle there. There's one again by the Wolverines, that time to Semple.
UMass with a really good power play on this year so far. They just have to keep it up, get cleaner puck possessions, and get good zone maintenance.
Michigan Dearborn yet to give up a goal on the season. It's now 3 in a period games into the season as Little's pass. A good play there to get out of pressure by Lily Sparrow. She's going to continue and travel past the blue line, and that'll be offside.
Abby Dunn was just offside there, but a great zone entrance by Lily Sparrow, using her great stick handling skills to get past a Wolverine defender and do an excellent job. Their zone entry so far this period has been much cleaner.
Only a minute 12 left on the power play. Nothing much has come of it. Kelsey Partridge out on the rink now with a new group of offensive players. Shea McDonald out there as well. Abby Dunn finds Shelby Little. Little, the senior defensive captain, been on the power play the entire game so far. Skating forward now is Kennedy Pearson. She runs into a little bit of traffic, fights on the board.
Yeah, Pearson had 2 Wolverine defenders on her there.
Still a bit of a board battle, a good way to kill off some time on this power play. Dunn at the blue line finds Shelby Little. She's going to rip a shot, deflected, scores! The tip in by Shea McDonald. And the Minutewomen tie the game.
Perfect send in by Shelby Little there. I believe she'll get credit for the goal, but nonetheless, an excellent shot from the point there. Michigan Dearborn giving up their first goal of the entire season to Shelby Little, as it will be 1-1 here in the second.
Good bodies in front there, and it will be Shelby Little credited with the goal.
Just a beautiful shot there from the point.
And a one draw, and you can already see the speed coming out. The power play goal for the Minute Women tie the game as the puck travels in to the UMass bench area. .17:45 left in the second period. Just 4 shots on target, one of them ending in the net. So the draw is won by the Minute Women. Chased in now. Stick check, Shapiro's on the other end of it. Backhand pass behind the net. And now won by Gillen, who's going to be able to play the boards a little bit. One in the middle by Zoo. More fighting in there as Michigan's able to come out of their own defensive zone. It's O'Neal Damasio who skates forward and gets the puck behind the net. And there, a clashing of bodies behind the net as UMass try to get it out of their own zone. Gillen back out in front. Nothing doing there. Hatch's shot, saved by Matthews. And now UMass looking to travel out. And it's another one of those rushes, but they're going to call a penalty there. And Michigan Dearborn will go to the power play.
Yeah, UMass had an excellent chance there for a good rush. I believe it was Maya Shapiro's stick who just got under a Wolverine's leg. And an unfortunate tripping call there for the Minute Women, but Michigan Dearborn Wolverine looking to take advantage of this opportunity and take a 2-1 lead.
Piro out on the face-off draw. She's able to get that. Pillay in on the blue line into Piro back. She's going to take the shot, deflected in front of the net. Nothing coming out of it, and the Minute Women are going to look to clear. They're not able to do so.
Good pressure in front of the net there by Michigan.
Pillay in. Down to the left slot. Back in front of net, nothing doing. Piro slowly getting ready to go. Out to the far side. That shot is gloved by Sarah Matthews.
Yeah, Andy Evers, number 24 in blue, doing an excellent job of sending that puck out in front with a clear opening there. I believe it was for Cadence Piro. Did an excellent job sending it in front. She just wasn't able to get the shot off, but great zone possession there for Michigan.
Minute 29 left on the power play. Back out to Evers. Pillay in, and Evers have done a good job on setup during this power play. That one put in front of the net, saved by Matthews. Back out to Piro, and that's going to go past the blue line, and Michigan are going to need to reset. A good save there by Matthews to get it out in front of the net, but not in danger.
Excellent save by Matthews.
Savage lays off to Pillay, and she's going to take it past the blue line, lays it off to Evers. Evers checked back to Piro. Backhand pass to Evers. She's going to put it in front of net, tipped. Back out in front, nothing doing. Pillay in. She's going to take the forehand shot, scores! Amy Pillay in puts the puck in the net and takes the lead on the power play for the Wolverines.
Yeah, good way to close the traffic there by UMass. They did a good job of trying to limit the zone there and trying to limit the openings there, but a great shot there by Amy Pillay to give Michigan a 2-1 lead.
Early action in this second period. Both teams getting on the board on the power play. Nothing like what we saw yesterday, am I right?
No, definitely not. Only one goal in yesterday's game, but seeing a lot more offense here and better forechecks for both sides.
Michigan win the draw again. Faricello gets by Little. That ball, a puck put in front of the net, nothing doing. As that one is cleared out by Shelby Little. Minute Women will keep their, and it's going to be an icing called. So they won't be able to switch. With 15:20 left in the second period.
Yeah, about 4 minutes and 40 seconds into this period, and it's been very action-packed. Nice back and forth game by both teams so far in this second period.
Warham able to get the puck at the top. Blocked there by
Good block by
Kelsey Traveling forward now is Partridge, and it's taken off her stick by Adrians. Kosemple dumps it in. No change for the Wolverines. It's that stick, a loose stick, not able to put the pass where it needed to be. Little off of the boundary, back into the zone now by Warham. As that stretch pass try, it's going to go right under the glove of Nicole Alexander, and it will be an offensive zone draw for the Minutewomen now. So a good flip of possession.
Good flip of possession. Yeah, way to send the puck down right to Nicole Alexander, and good pressure there by the Minutewomen forecheck to keep the pressure on and make her hold the puck so they can get an offensive face-off.
That draw won by the Minutewomen. Evans puts it behind the net. Battling now is Zoo. On the boards, nothing now, and Michigan's able to get out of the zone. Now they've got an opportunity skating downhill. Hahn's going to take the shot deflected behind the net, tried to be batted down, and will that be a high stick call?
That is a high stick.
It's going to be a high stick, so the Minutewomen will go to the power play for their second time in the period.
I don't think it's going to be a penalty. No, they just played it with a high stick, so they stopped play. So no penalty there, but it was played with a high stick, so they have to do a face-off in the neutral zone.
Evans on the puck now. She skates inside. She's going to dump that puck down behind Alexander. Zoo on the back end of it. Zoo clobbered on the wall, nothing able to come out of it, but she wins the puck again. She's skating inside. That shot nearly gets by Alexander.
Good shot by Shapiro. Good pressure by Abby Dunn to try to keep the puck in the zone.
As Evans will retain possession. That's a stretch pass that goes just under the stick of Joanna Zoo. Recovered by the Wolverines as they're going to fail to clear that puck. Hahn's going to try to win it on the front end. She won't be able to. Back into middle, and Michigan's going to finally be able to get it out of their own zone. Now Stephanie Hatch, she's going to take the shot, saved by Matthews. Good save by Matthews to hold on to it. That's the 18th shot that the Wolverines have had on goal, or rather 17th shot.
Yeah, just quick zone entries here for Michigan. I think UMass might have been also in the middle of a line change there, so tough zone entry there for the Minutewomen back check.
Good job there to get it out of their own zone on the win on the faceoff. And UMass able to hold possession. Gromko finding Little, that one off of the side boundary, and it's going to go for an icing. So Michigan Dearborn will be able to get another offensive zone draw. 12:50 into the second period here. Face-off draw won by the Minutewomen. Little's going to battle on the boards and win on the boards. Will they be able to get it out of the offensive zone of the Wolverines? They will. Savage is going to play the puck out. Pillay into the middle for Piro, who's going to skate with speed. Piro's going to take the shot wide of the net. Matthews had that covered, but she's going to be able to get her own rebound. Puck behind the net now. Ashley Savage putting it back, and Julia Williams is able to win it. She's going to play the pass to the side. Will be able to get out of the zone. Little skating towards the goal. Little on the backhand. Skates back around. Resets. Able to go in a circle. That shot saved by Alexander.
Yeah, smart shot there by Shelby Little.
The reload. Who's going to get out to that puck? It will be the Minutewomen, but it's going to deflect up and caught and move forward by Piro. And the stick in there by Lila Roach.
Yeah, that was a smart shot there by Shelby Little. She went around Nicole Alexander to see if she had an opening. She did not. So best thing to do there is just to dump the puck into traffic.
That puck goes by. Icing waved, and UMass will have Another opportunity on the offensive zone face-off. Noah, high-octane start to this period. A lot of action, a lot of shots. What do you think both these teams need to do to keep that up or maybe slow it down a little bit for some teams?
Well, I think Michigan's riding high right now. I think they're doing an excellent job of going from zone to zone quickly from the back check to the forecheck, and I think they need to keep that up. As terms of UMass, I think all they really need to do is just clean their zone possessions and just kind of make sure that their forecheck is a little quick.
Pearson's going to take the backhand try wide of the net. No one there to redirect, and UMass are going to battle on boards now. Shea McDonald wins it, gets out just outside of the Minute Women offensive zone. More battling on the boards. Puck squirts out, finds its way to Amy Palayan, who got the lead-taking goal. Now back around, saved by Alexander. The shot there by Kelsey Partridge out of nowhere.
Yeah, again, smart play by Kelsey Partridge. I don't think she had any women open in the zone. So best thing to do is pressure the goaltender and get their sixth shot on net today.
Out on the face-off dot, the sophomore Ivory Arjun able to win it. Evans now to the side for Shapiro. And the Michigan defense able to clear the puck out. UMass have to restart. Dunn trying to find the stretch pass. It's intercepted by Faricella. She's going to skate in. It's a 2-on-2. Faricella going to take the shot on the wrist. Saved by Matthew. Gets back out. And UMass are going to look to go on the transition. They will. Zoo now, 2-on-2. And a firm stick there by the assistant captain, Zoe Zitman. Heading the other way now and winning the physical battle. The shot there just wide. Looking to double the lead was Bella Metcalf. Intercepted there by Kasemple. Kasemple on the shot wide of the net. Faricella trying to get the rebound. She fans on it. Joanna Zoo will recover and stretch the ice with a good pass. Nothing coming out of it, though, with a missed touch in possession.
Yeah, UMass was facing some good pressure there by Michigan. I think they just needed to get the puck out of their zone, and that's what they were trying to do, but I think they were in need of line change.
Now both of these teams battling for pucks as it goes over into the Michigan Dearborn bench. 9:35 left in the period. Again, this is UMass Women's Club Hockey on WMUA YouTube. It's the face-off now between Lily Sparrow. Is won by UMass, and a bunch of bodies coming up. No one able to hold the puck. Hatch gets it back in as they're going to look to pressure. Williams plays the saucer pass through. Gromko skating inside. Her first touch is tipped away by Hari, and Hatch trying to make a play there. Skating up the court now. The rink now. Saved by Sarah Matthews. I'm a basketball guy now.
You're good, Dylan. You're good. Yeah, so a lot of pressure there by Michigan. They're just so quick to get to their positioning, so quick to get their back check, that even a quick one-on-one can turn into a 4-on-1 within a matter of seconds.
Can you imagine basketball on skates?
Oh, that'd be so much fun.
Hatch now clearing it out. And position retained by the Minute Women. As that one goes right in front of the net, no one able to get a stick on it. Skating forward now and dragged down as that puck goes right into the wall. Michigan going to retain possession.
Ice-skitball, I think is what it would be called.
I like that. Gillen trying to get on the end of it. She's not able to get the top end speed to beat out Lila Roach. And another battle on the boards. Hahn now behind the net. She's trying to pick out a pass. That one deflects back from Nickendu. And it goes across. No one able to get anything out of it. A good skate play there by Little. She's going to take the shot, deflect it over. Maybe if she found that inside pass, something else could have came of it, but she decides to take the shot. Borges was trailing as the runner.
Yeah, my goodness. Shelby Little has just been incredible with her zone entries today. She is going along that right side so quickly that she just goes from zone to zone so fast through the neutral zone. And I think that's kind of what UMass needs today is that quick zone entry and just those clean opportunities.
Offensive zone draw now for the Minute Women. Shea McDonald going up against Madison McIndoe. Good stick there from McDonald to help the Minute Women keep possession. Back for Dunford. She takes her shot. Pad save by Alexander.
Good shot to keep up the pressure.
Puck goes in behind the net. Won't get it out. That shot saved by the stick. Dunford with her second shot in just as many seconds pretty much. As it's going to go icing waved off. 7:07 left in the second period. Stretch pass couldn't be controlled there by Partridge as Piro's going to look to go the other way. She tries to put the puck past Dunford. She's not able to do so. The grad students played a couple of good minutes in a row now. Pearson trying to get her stick in, and she will. Kennedy Pearson ready to clear as a jumble up of bodies in front of the UMass net. Palayan able to get possession now on the line change. She's going to move forward. Stretch pass. Good interception there by Riley Evans to stop.
All Riley Evans needed there was a simple poke, and she got it out really well.
Zoo able to make the pass on the boards to Shapiro. Good move out there by Ivory Arguin. She's going to play her pass and deflected onto the left wall.
Seeing a much more physical game here between these two teams.
Piro using her speed to get into the zone. She's able to win that battle with Evans. Low center of gravity helping her out there. And Shapiro battling with Palayan on the boards, not able to come up victorious, but Zoo is going to recover it and do a good job to just switch lanes and get the puck out of the offensive zone, or defensive zone, which she will. Spence recovers off of the wall. Good stick there by Adrians to stop the breakaway. Kosempel's tripped up, no call there. Evans' pass intercepted by Palayan. She's going to skate downhill, and she's hit really well defensively by Arguin, and now it's a 2-on-3. The stop and the shot deflected over. Zoo's able to recover. Back out to Evans. She's going to take the shot. That one's deflected. Now it's a 2-on-1 with the goalie. Adrians versus Matthews. She's going to go inside, outside. Saved by Matthews. The rebound still being battled for. It looked like it was going to go, but Matthews with a crazy save. And now going the other way. Sparrow battling up too. Lily Sparrow lays it off. The shot blocked. Williams on the turnaround. Can't get anything to go. And it's going to be an offensive zone draw for the Minute Women. What a save by Sarah Matthews in her own crease.
What an excellent sequence there by both teams. You see the pressure there applied by Michigan on their forecheck. Sarah Matthews doing an excellent job of keeping her balance and keeping her stick there right where the puck was, with an excellent job to stop the puck with in the scramble. And then you also see a quick forecheck by UMass.
Face-off won by the UMass, but the first attempt goes begging. Coming across the other way now. Kennedy on the puck on her backhand. She puts it back inside. Nothing going. And UMass are going to look to go the other way. Gromko getting ready to reset. As she loses possession of the puck, she's tied up. And she will regain possession. She'll get it out of the defensive zone. Icing will be called with 4:09 left in the second period. So still high action.
Yeah, you've seen Michigan increase their pressure with increased physicality. And I think UMass has done an excellent job with responding. But UMass has kind of had a quicker forecheck. And especially with the great goaltending of Sarah Matthews, they've really had cleaner forechecks, and I think that Michigan has responded really well to that.
Behind the net now. And she's tripped up again, no call. A lot of players falling to the ice. Referees letting him play. Back out to Hatch. Hatch on her stick. She's going to try the shot, and she can't get it off. Won back by O'Neal Damasio. Kennedy behind the net. Finds O'Neal Damasio. And she's not able to get anything out of it. Williams fighting. That shot deflected, blocked. Now moving up the other way. Gromko finds Sparrow. Sparrow defended by 2, and she's going to dump it in, and UMass are going to change.
Smart play by Sparrow to get the line change.
As the puck is shot across there by Abby Malquit, who made one fantastic defensive play early in this game. Hari now for the Wolverines. She dumps it behind the net, back in front, and the glove by Matthews to get over the puck. 20 shots on goal for the Wolverines to UMass 7. A big reason why they have this 2-1 lead, Noah.
Yeah, they just do a really great job at keeping up the pressure. UMass's pressure has kind of gone back and forth in this game, but Michigan's has been incredibly consistent.
Good skating there. Cleared out. And the icing will be called. Yeah. So a lot of icing second period. .247 left in the period. Palayan, who scored the lead-taking goal, ready to receive. She does now across to the captain. That shot blocked and got away. UMass trying to skate up, and they will. Saved on the shot there by Partridge. A good rip in pressure. Pearson wins it and puts it back into the Michigan Dearborn zone.
Good rip by Partridge, but also good speed.
Pearson tries to get the angle on Evers. Evers cuts back and is able to keep the puck. She's going to try to break lines. Evers into the offensive zone. Centering try, no one there for it. Shapiro off the board. Now trying to beat out the icing. She will not. So nearly a win there by Arguin.
Really close there, and a great effort by Ivory Arguin to try to beat out that icing. 2:01 here left in the second period.
A lot of stoppages in these last couple of minutes because both these teams are really trying to emphasize those quick transition plays as Warham gets the puck and fires it back in near Matthews. Dunn gets the puck. A lot of deflections. This one now falls to the stick of Faricello. Her shot gloved by Matthews. And another face-off for the Wolverines in their offensive zone. Now, if you're the Minutewomen, you've started to falter a little bit. You've been trying to do a lot of stretch passes, haven't been able to develop much on offense outside of their power play. How do you respond in this third period? That shot rattles around the Minutewomen, and it's cleared out.
To your point, Dylan, I think they have to keep their game a little smaller. I think they're trying to go from end to end really too quickly, and it's causing these little mistakes that are causing turnovers. So I think they got to keep their game a little smaller.
Inside pass tried, not able to be successfully completed. As Zoo with the pass out to Shapiro.
They've done some risky passes, and I think they just got to keep their game small and short.
Warham dumps it in for Little, who's going to play it out to Shapiro. She's going to get her stick on it and play it into the far side. Faricello going around the net. She's going to put it back in front of the goal. Nothing able to come out of it. But a good chance creation there as Piro Cadence Piro on the puck. She skates around. Finds Hatch at the blue line. She's going to take her shot deflected. Saved by Matthews. Rebound Faricello. Again saved by Matthews. And she's been immense to end this second period. And cleared out by the Minutewomen. Chasing after it now is Zoo. A good spin to get out of the pressure there by the Wolverines. As 9 seconds remain in the period. Will Michigan try to get a chance out of it? They will. A good move by Piro. She's going to leave it to Hatch. 1 second left. Can she get a shot off? She will not. And that'll be the end of the period. Michigan lead 2-1 going into the third. Noah, really good period of hockey.
Really good period of hockey. I think that Michigan has certainly kept their pressure up, and they've been doing an excellent job of keeping their game strong, keeping their back check strong, keeping their forecheck strong. And what UMass needs to do, like I said a couple minutes ago, is just keep their game small, stick to their game. I think they're trying a little bit too risky passes. I think they're kind of trying to get from end to end a little quickly. But what I think they need to do is just keep their game small. Make sure that their passes are small and crisp. They just need to make sure that they're just being as clean as they possibly can with their game.
The 2 power play goals, 1 from each side. Michigan leads 2-1 at the end of the second period. We'll be back for the third. Thank you so much for tuning in on WMUA YouTube. We'll be back.
We are back here at Mini Mullins here to get started for the third period. 2-1. University of Michigan Dearborn is the score. Shots are 25-8 in favor of Dearborn. And I think, Dylan, a lot of what we saw in that second period is cleaner zone entries and shifts for UMass, but still having trouble applying the pressure a little bit.
Yeah, that's what was seen. They weren't able to really create any big scoring opportunities outside of the power play. That's something that they're going to need to change. In the way that they were able to pressure Michigan, they were pretty easily able to escape and get out of their own zone. So they're going to need to apply a bit better in that front, as well as create some chances outside of the stretch pass.
I think, yeah, simply put, they just need to make some more chances. They got to get some better. Their zone entries have been good. However, when they're in the zone, they just got to keep it a bit cleaner. As we will see, Ivory Arguin taking the face-off here for UMass against Cadence Parrow. We're underway here for the third period of the face-off is won by Michigan. It is Amy Palayan battling Maya Shapiro there along the left side in the Michigan zone. UMass looking to start off strong with an offensive zone possession here, and it'll be held on and stopped by Nicole Alexander.
That's how you want to start if you're UMass, just by putting pressure on and making sure that you're in the offensive zone and not allowing a clearance and not allowing an easy zone break.
Face-off one here by UMass at the point. It's Roach. Roach tried to keep it in, and they couldn't. And it's sent out here. Now it's Zoo giving over to Arguin. Arguin tried for the long pass, and it was intercepted by Andy Evers. Evers now over to Savage, intercepted almost by Lila Roach. She kept it in the zone, but then Michigan brought it out. The neutral zone now, it's Zafman. Dumping it in was Warham. And UMass will get possession back. Julia Williams tried for the flip pass. It was just blocked. And Michigan will dump it into the UMass zone. Shelby Little with the long pass over to Julia Williams. It'll be tipped. No icing called as we will continue play.
Good tip there to avoid the icing. Both of these teams seem content to kind of let the game slow down a little bit.
Kozempel now sending out front, and it's smacked away by Riley Evans. Riley Evans now sending it into the neutral zone. And it will be an icing called here.
Another play here for the Minute Women in the offensive zone now on a face-off, and that was just an attempted stretch pass. Nobody got a tip on it, and an opportunity now for UMass to set the precedent early in this third period.
A much-needed offensive zone face-off here for the Minute Women, as they will not win it. And coming out with speed is Adrians. Grace Adrians quickly going into the zone, has some room to shoot, and it's saved by Matthews. Rebound there by Faricello. In the corner now, it's intercepted by Riley Evans. She can't get it out, and Hatch will dump it back down. Abby Dunn sending it into the neutral zone. Tried for Kennedy Pearson, she couldn't. And a hit there onto Kelsey Partridge.
She lost sight of the puck real quick there.
Here's Shea McDonald trying to send it down. She will, and it's gloved and caught by Nicole Alexander.
Not able to release it in time, so it will be a face-off now. The Minute Women need to start winning some of those.
I think something else is that the Minute Women are trying to connect, like I said, a little too far, and they just got to keep their game smaller.
Exactly.
Face off one here by the Minute Women in their offensive zone. Chasing after it is Balerna. And they'll keep it in. Shot from the point is just wide. Abby Malquit with the shot. Brooke Borges now taking a big hit, keeping it in the zone. And a good tip there by Malquit to keep it in the zone. I believe they are calling something against 55 in blue. Not sure if it's a penalty or just a stoppage of play. It appears it's just a stoppage of play.
I think it was a hand pass on Pillay.
I believe you are correct. Face off one here by UMass. Point now, it's Dunford. We'll send it down. Good pressure by Arguin. Keep it in the right corner. And here comes UMass. It's Malquit. Malquit sending it out front to Zoo, who just fanned on the shot. Delayed offside there. UMass has to regroup. Now here come the Wolverines into the UMass zone. UMass doing a better job applying the pressure on their back check, keep it out of their zone. Long pass was tried for Joanna Zhu, and it was blocked in front by a Wolverine. Sarah Dunford now on the left side, along with Nicole Hahn battling for the puck. Send it out to the point to Zoe Zafman, who has room and just shot it wide.
Good zipping shot there by Zafman.
Covered by Warham, sending it down to Chloean. Warham now back at the point, sending it down through traffic just wide, blocked in front. Nicole Hahn behind Matthews now. She'll try to get back out to the point. She'll send it to Zafman. Zafman over to Warham with the shot, and it's blocked.
That's got to take a toll on Shapiro.
By
she took
Maya
that one on her leg.
Yeah, that's going to tingle. Now here comes Arguin, sending it down. And it will be called an icing.
A little bit more fluid in that part of the period.
I agree. I do see more fluidity with their play. 14:52 remaining here in the third. Score is still 2-1 in favor of Michigan. Dearborn. Face-off will be to Sarah Matthews left.
Hero's done a very good job on these draws, being able to win them. And even if she doesn't win them, making it difficult for UMass to get possession of it like she just did there.
Face-off won by UMass. And here comes Hannah Gromko. Icing wave off here. Michigan Dearborn will have to chase after it and get a forecheck going. Pass picked off by Gromko to keep it in the zone. It's Julia Williams now chasing after the puck. Left side pressure here. Here's Gromko. Gromko tried to send it to Williams, who was just out front, and it was blocked. And penalty coming up here. There'll be a penalty on the Minute Women. I believe it is Hannah Gromko.
Yeah, she just rattled her into the boards a little too hard. They're going to always call that.
Hannah Gromko, known for her physicality in her play. I believe that's her 6th penalty minute of this season. So Michigan Dearborn here looking for the opportunity to take a 3-1 lead with 14:10 remaining here in the third. They will win the faceoff, and Zafman will take it at the point. It's Zafman looking for an opening. Adrianze on her left, and she'll shoot it, and it'll save by Matthews. Rebound there by Kozempel. Kozempel looking for an opening. She'll shoot. Saved by Matthews. Rebound out front was sent back. Now here's Zafman. Zafman with the shot from the point. It is just blocked by Kennedy Pearson. Warren will keep it in. Warren looking for an opening. Shot down, saved by Matthews. Rebound by Pearson. Pearson looking to get it out. Leach is looking for an opening, and they will send it down.
UMass has done a good job on penalty kills. Outside of the one that gave up the goal on, this one looked more like a traditional power play for Michigan. They've got more shots on net. Matthews has kind of had to fend for herself a little bit.
And here comes Adrians. Adrians with speed into the zone. Going around a couple minute women. Now at the point now, shot saved by Matthews. Rebound in front, none there. Shot was by Taylor Spence. Spence now behind Sarah Matthews. Looking for an open Wolverine. Spence. Over now to Evers. Evers with the shot saved by Matthews. Rebound in front, none there. And the shot down was by Palayan. And the Wolverines will keep it in. It's Pirro. Pirro with the shot just wide. Minutewomen had trouble getting the rebound there, so Palayan will get it back. Here's Pirro with the shot just wide again. Palayan now picking up the puck. And now Minutewomen will pick it up. It is Balerna who will send it down only into the neutral zone. So the Wolverines will have pretty quick time to regroup here. UMass with their line change. Now here comes Michigan. It's Cadence. Pirro with the shot, and it's gloved and saved by Sarah Matthews.
A good penalty kill, although Michigan had their chances. Now 29 shots on goal on the game compared to UMass's 9. 27 saves for Sarah Matthews. A lot of them came on that power play.
That will end the penalty kill here for the Minutewomen, but a strong power play there for Michigan Dearborn. Face off one by Michigan. Good pressure there by Arguin. Now on the left side. Michigan looking after it. It is Savage. Savage. Waiting for an opening. Good pressure there by Abby Dunn. Waiting for an opening now. It's Savage. Giving it over to Pirro. Back to Savage. Over to the point to Hatch. Hatch with the shot just wide. I believe it was just blocked in front. And here comes Joanna Zhu. Zhu. Over to Arguin, who couldn't get a hold of the puck. 11:20 remaining here in the third.
The Minutewomen
Pass tried for Evers. Could get there, and they'll go down.
Minutewomen just not able to get anything going on the offensive front. All these stretch pass tries that are good passes but not being controlled correctly, or an overhit pass or to the side. It just hasn't gone for them. There's not enough time. There's not a lot of time left in the game for them to fix it.
Now here comes Julia Williams with speed. Trying to get the puck down. Shot saved by Alexander. Cole Alexander's 9th save of the day. Now here comes UMass. It's Abby Malquit who tried to get it down, and it's sent out. Sarah Dunford applying the pressure to try to get it out, and it'll be given away to Kennedy. Kennedy from the point. The shot was from Steffi Hatch. And here comes Warren. Warren shooting into traffic, and it's just blocked by Malquit. Rebound by the Wolverines here. Bobbled pass out in front. Matthews will hold on to it and stop play with 10-14.
Good play there by Matthews to get her glove out into a little bit of a dangerous situation, because if a Michigan Dearborn player is able to take a touch by her glove and put the ball into the empty net, it's a 3-1 hockey game, but she's able to go out and make a really good play.
Face off one here by the Minutewomen. It's Partridge looking for an opening. She has Pearson on her left. She'll give it to her. Back to Partridge, who couldn't hold on to the pass. And Dearborn will send it down. It was tipped somewhere, so no icing there. And picking it up is Shelby Little. Kennedy Pearson trying to get it out. She'll give it over to Shea McDonald, who's there. And then give it over to Partridge with the shot. Just stick lifted. Shea McDonald now in the corner with Kelsey Partridge. Trying to keep it in their zone. She will. She'll wrap it around, trying for Roach. And she'll give it over to Partridge. Partridge with some room, shot and saved by Nicole Alexander. Now on the right side now, the Wolverines. The pass will be given away to Shelby Little, who has some room. And a 4-on-1 there against Shelby Little will give a turnover. On the left side now, it's Little as well as Brooke Borges fighting for the puck along the boards. And they'll blow the play dead. 8:55 remaining here in the third. No scoring change if you're just joining us. Score is 2-1 in favor of Michigan Dearborn.
8:55 left, and UMass just haven't really been able to rattle off any shots that have been dangerous for Alexander in this period.
Faced off quickly won by UMass, but given away to the Wolverines. Now here comes Palayan. Giving it over, and here comes Savage. Savage with a little bit of room. Good poke check away by the Minutewomen. Evers, drop pass off to Piro. Piro over to the other side is Savage with the shot, and it's saved by Sarah Matthews.
Great collection there by Matthews to be able to get that with the glove and not let the rebound spill out. We've seen her let a few rebounds choke out of her hands, but none have really come back to bite her. Just the one in the first period that deflected a few times even after that. But good job to retain possession there.
Face-off won by Michigan. Good zone possession here with the shot. It's saved by Sarah Matthews. Her 30th of the afternoon. 8:17 remaining here in the third period. UMass trying to get it to the other end of the ice. Face-off is won by UMass. Michigan going to pick it back up. It's Palayan. Over to Spence, who will wrap it around. Cadence Piro now. Giving it away to Joanna Zhu. She's trying to look for an opening. The speed is Abby Dunn chasing after that puck. But Amy Palayan will be right there to pick it up.
Piro's stick falls out of her hand.
Zone possession here for UMass briefly. Riley Evans will be back there to pick it up. Pass it over to Arguin. Arguin with the shot, and it's saved by Alexander. Rebound by Amy Palayan.
And that's one of those shots where you might just want to hold possession a little bit longer because there's no one in the zone to try to take advantage of a rebound that Alexander did give up.
Taylor Spence give it over to Andrians. He's on the left side. Over to Hahn, who'll give it away. Good poke by Julia Williams to try to send it over to Hannah Gromko. He wasn't able to. He wrapped around here, picked up by Shelby Little to Julia Williams. Good board pass there to Sparrow. Sparrow with a little room. Back pass to Julia Williams, who wasn't there to pick it up. But Shelby Little was. She got the shot on net.
These wingers, Williams, Sparrow, they need to start taking initiative and going forward themselves because there hasn't been any sort of offensive drive in this third period.
Pass there to Andreon was no good, and Michigan will regroup. It's Abby Malquit in the neutral zone, trying to get it out. Now here comes UMass. It's Kennedy Pearson on the right, facing a Wolverine. Struggling to get the puck out in front. Now on the right side is Shea McDonald. McDonald looking for an opening as well. She'll send it out front to Partridge, who couldn't see the pass. And it'll be rebounded. Battle here on the left side. Picked up by Shea McDonald. Her shot was high. 5:30 remaining here in the third. UMass looking for something. And it's just wide the shot from Dunford. Good pass there to Hari, who loses her stick. Abby Malquit with a good stick lift. Hari trying to kick it out to her teammate, Kerrigan Kennedy.
I think Hari could have regained her stick before she did. She decided to try to play soccer.
Hatch with a long slap shot. That's Stephanie Hatch looking for an opening. Facing pressure from Balerna. Michigan here with his own possession. It's Kennedy. Kennedy with the shot, and it's blocked in front by Malquit. Kerrigan Kennedy over to Zoe Zafman. Little traffic out front here to the right of Sarah Matthews. She does a good job of staying on her feet. And they'll keep it going. Warren with the shot is just wide. Zoe Zafman chasing after the puck while UMass will do a line change. Evers now chasing after it.
An aggressive interception try there by Dunn. Went just by her stick, but if she was able to pull that off, it would have been a nice rush for the Minute Women.
Abby Dunn now is... Two bodies got caught up. Here comes Joanna Zhu. Zhu, known for her speed. Good pass there over to Maya Shapiro. Evans at the point. Shot. And it's blocked in front. Rebound by Joanna Zhu. Behind Alexander now. Minute Women try to send it out front. They cannot. It's up to Riley Evans. Evans trying to send it down. She can't. It'll be intercepted by Michigan. Now it's Savage. Wrapping it around. Matthews will come out of her net to play it. Abby Dunn with a long pass now. Over to Maya Shapiro, who will do a good job with the zone entry. Julia Williams was not there for that pass. 3 minutes remaining here in the third period. Now here comes Hahn. Hahn. Good zone entry there. Long pass over to Palladium.
Little disconnect there, stopping Michigan from staying in their offensive zone.
Spence back to Palladium, who fans on the pass. Trying to keep it in with Julia Williams. She wasn't. Here comes Kozempel. Kozempel with some room. Shot save by Sarah Matthews. Her 33rd of the afternoon.
33 saves, no minor number. With just over 2:30 left in the game, you have to wonder when UMass empty the net.
Got to wait till they get a good zone possession here to put Sarah Matthews on the bench. I apologize. I dropped my roster sheet. So Dylan was like the equipment manager, quickly handing over his roster sheet to me. So thank you, Dylan.
Part of the job.
Michigan here just trying to keep the pressure up and limit offensive zone chances here for the Minute Women with 2 minutes left here in the third. Here comes UMass now. It's Gromko looking for something. Here comes Shelby Little with a bit of an opening. Little looking for help. In the right corner now, facing pressure from a Wolverine. Give it over to Sparrow, who tried to send it out front and couldn't. Here's Roach.
Matthews staying put for the time being. Just 1:36 left.
Now here comes Michigan. It's Evers who took a big hit. Excuse me, that's Savage who took a big hit. Now here's Evers. Dropping it. And a stoppage of play here, I believe.
Somebody's going to the power play. It's unclear as to whether or not he whistled that on UMass or on Michigan.
It is a Michigan penalty for interference. It is Ashley Savage who... Excuse me, it's Andy Evers who will head to the bench.
You could be looking at a potential 6-on-4 at some part.
Yeah, UMass bench has the door open. They are ready for a good offensive zone possession to send Sarah Matthews to the bench. And timeout called here. And we will take a moment here to regroup with 1:18 remaining here in the third.
This is where you want to be if you're the Minute Women. 2 minutes, well, not 2 minutes because you don't have 2 minutes, but 1:18 of extra player hockey and 2 extra player hockey if you get the face-off draw. And you want as much of that advantage as you can get. You don't want to be caught in a world where you're not able to retain possession of the puck. Michigan's going to try to play the boards. Michigan's going to try to waste as much time as possible, do the Florida Panthers style of hockey. UMass need to be able to get possession quick, because if you don't, then you're wasting valuable seconds that you could be using to rip a shot past Alexander.
Got to make sure they have good zone possession here, especially when Michigan has a woman in the box. UMass power play have been really good this year. Looking to see if they can keep it up here in an important time in the game with 1:18 remaining in the third. But next weekend, UMass will be here again facing Arizona State on the 16th and the 17th, Thursday and Friday.
It'll be a good matchup again for the Minute Women, and we'll have it here on WMUA YouTube. Noah Glickman will be on the call. As the teams take the ice again, at least Michigan take the ice again. Now UMass getting out there, and they will get out there without their goaltender.
6-on-4 here, 1:18 remaining in the third. UMass looking for their moment to tie the game. It is Sparrow taking the faceoff for the Minute Women. She will not win it, but they will keep it in. As Shelby Little does a good job keeping it in the zone. Over to Evans. Back to Little with the shot down. Save by Alexander. Rebound on the left by Abby Dunn. Dunn giving it over now. Shot out front. Scramble out front, waiting for it. No shot out in front. It's rebounded by Little. Over to Evans with the shot. It's just wide. Keeping it out and sending it out will be Michigan with 45 left here in the third.
Last opportunity here for the Minute Women to regroup and set themselves in.
6-on-4. It's Abby Dunn to Sparrow. Sparrow on the right side. Looking to send the puck down in front. And it's poked away by Wolverine. Keeping it in will be Riley Evans. Shelby Little will pick it up in the neutral zone for UMass to regroup. 21 seconds left here. Here's Abby Dunn. Dunn sending it over to Pearson. Pearson trying to get the shot over to Sparrow. And she will deflect it into the glove of Nicole Alexander. 13.1 left here in the third.
And this is the draw that decides the game. UMass are able to get this draw and get another shot with the pressure that they've been able to put. People they've been able to get in front of the net. You never know what's going to happen. But if Michigan win this faceoff, this game is all but over.
Face-off won by UMass. Shot down was just deflected in front
5
by
seconds
Dunn.
left.
UMass needing to get the shot out front. They won't. It'll go through traffic, and that will do it. So the University of Michigan Dearborn Wolverines will take the weekend here in Amherst against the Massachusetts Minute Women. A hard-fought 2 games on both sides. UMass doing an excellent job playing defense against this tough Michigan forecheck and back check, doing a great job of keeping up, and Michigan doing an excellent job both sides of their play this weekend.
And it was a game of moments. The 2 power play goals at the start of the second period, a couple of big saves by Sarah Matthews to keep the Minute Women in it, and then that last 6-on-4 power play opportunity that just was not enough for the Minute Women to get that game-tying goal. But a great series nonetheless, very tightly contested. UMass scored the first goal against Michigan Dearborn this entire season, which is something they can hang their heads high and say, it was a good series, played them tight.
Certainly did. A really, really skilled team there with the University of Michigan Dearborn. UMass doing an excellent job playing them tight, and I think the player of the weekend for both sides, but especially UMass, was Sarah Matthews.
Sarah Matthews able to make a lot of big saves. You think of the one-on-one opportunity at the end of the second period that she was able to get her pad out and make a big save on the forehand-backhand try. And think of some other glove saves across the game where she was just a very stable presence across.
Yeah, Sarah Matthews facing 65 shots this weekend with about 60 to 62 saves. Just an excellent weekend from her, and the goaltending for Michigan as well, only allowing 1 goal in 2 games. Their only goal allowed this season. Well, that'll do it here for us in Amherst. Thank you all so much for watching here on WMUA Sports YouTube. My name is Noah Glickman alongside Dylan Shalom. Thank you to James Pussell for manning the camera and doing all the scoreboard stuff. We appreciate his efforts and his work. Thank you all so much. Have a great afternoon. We will see you on Thursday for UMass women's hockey against Arizona State. Enjoy football, everyone.